welcome back to Salmon Industries. Give me a second to adjust some stuff here so I can do a quick intro, as always, and then do the long intro, as always. That looks good. That looks good. Everything looks great. So, put my hands in my pocket because it's freezing out here today. It is 11 degrees outside right now. 11. So even with the garage heater going full blast, it's still chilly in here. It's like 60-ish in here, which I'm not going to complain about too much because, 50 degrees above ambient is pretty sweet. However, I'm not moving around being busy. My hands will be quite cold. Gotta keep an eye on that. Thankfully, I've got my dad's old jacket here, so I can pull that old and get dirty and not worry about it. Hence the holes in my pants. And the shirt's full of holes from welding many, many years ago. So, well prepped for cold weather, I guess. Anyway, today we are going to be doing a lot of Bondo work, a lot of sanding, all in preparation for paint. Because the welding is done. We're done welding. As soon as some people end up filtering in, I'll show you guys exactly how much progress we've made as far as welding goes. How different this bay looks from a soft engine bay. Actually, I suppose we do that now. We'll just give it a little quick go for a minute, then we'll come back and do it again if you got more people showing up. But that way, if anybody wants to watch this later, you can see just what difference we truly made here in this engine bay. Now, you won't really be able to hear me when I go to the other car. I'll do my best to shout towards the microphone. Let's go into the other car for a second. So, over here, we have a busy stop. Let's see the engine bay. Check this out. Right away, you see, first of all, a whole lot of holes. Get it? A whole lot of holes. Okay? Anyway, we start out here. We've got a few holes to see. We've got some control holes here, small holes here, here, big holes to the line, big holes to the hole there, big holes to the here, circle over. We have this massive outline for the front top. So this is one of the primary things I want to do. Is look for something. We've got more holes here, 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 holes here, holes here, holes here, all these holes, every hole. Come down, you have the engine mount, you have the bolt handle in the car, and then actually big hole pieces in here. Plant steel, the gas mount up front, all the holes, more holes, all these holes running, holes here, and then tons of up-to-sea filler. So if you look over here, you can see just how thick they put the seal on the factory. It's very roughly roughed on. So you can see how thick that is. It's very obvious where all the bits right here. So the factory, so they have time to like slap it on, press it in, and call it good. So we are taking time to undo all that and make everything made as flawless and as smooth as we can. Same thing on this side, I whip over it. Hold, there's holes everywhere. Big fuse box mount that steps out, you all in, all the studs and stuff. You also have to set out the frame rail for our transmission pin. All that's done. We've got all that stuff welded shut and ground flat. And now it's time to start applying the Bondo. So I will get back in the car and show you guys. Look at that. There's some more there. We have a crack left in the past. It's very roughly applied. Now we can cut back over here. I'll show you guys how far we've made our progress. Look at this. It's hard to tell the Bondo is more my color now, but look at that. No holes. No holes. No holes. No holes. No holes. All been sprayed. All holes gone. The engine mount is now welded to the car and bonded in, so this is all smooth and plated. I've made all these plates myself, and I'll even did. Now the engine mount is part of the car, plated nicely. Come back over here. I haven't finished sanding yet, but there's a transmission cutout. Again, no holes, no holes, no holes. Up in here, no holes. That's right, we deleted all those holes, deleted the fuse box even. It's looking really good. And down here, we removed the hole and actually made two new ones for our bulkhead connectors. This is for the wiring cable we use. Come over here for a second. I'll pick one up. is our voltage connector. So all the wiring for ECU goes to this. That way we can unplug the harness without over the dash. That's what's in here. Like that. You get screwed in, and I blow it nuts in it. All factory style, all well. That's it in there. Flush. But now, boom, we're in and out. Unplug the two plugs. Plug one more plug. I didn't decide exactly where. One more plug. Somewhere in the corner over here for power, fuse box. And then boom, it pushes out. The whole harness is unplugged. The firewall is up. Very cool. I just dropped on the floor. Switch back over to the overview here. So yeah, there's our progress. It's looking really good. Actually, let me go back to the Handycam for a second. I do want to show off a little bit more of the progress we've made on the car side. So if I come over here, where I finished the front end, paint's dry now, my color, but when it was all one color earlier, this looks really good. So I'm basically almost done with this part. So the seat seal was, sand all this down, smooth this, we cut and welded the plate in here, cut all this area up. I don't know if I'm going to connect more the front edge. You can kind of see that in here. Like right here, all of this is so smooth. The color is a little rougher, of course, and the light color of the Bondo is something that's fine. It's looking a lot better. This area is a little bit of work. It's getting there for sure. This area is a ton of work. There's a whole lot of bend in here, so we're just gonna hold it together. We're trying to build this up. Not super thick, a bit thicker than this, but it's thin.
Brian Carroll 2 said, planning on scanning the bay after paint and Bondo. Lifted mic. Said, brother, looking good. Brian Carroll 2 said, also if you're saying words is super quiet.
This needs chipped off, redone. I think stand up timer off first. This area is almost done. Two full plates, no transition. That's super smooth now. Then the back corners, that's where two plates transition. You see it top. Oh, for some reason my messenger decided to open itself. Alright, hang on. Hang on. Yep. Now you see it pop. We got two plates transitioning. Now we start to screw all that out. And then all this top section up here, like up to this corner, we need to screw to fill all this. And then take that here, there's multiple layers of plates in here. You can see all this out. So we rolled up the whole shut already. That's Bondo, and then pops back around here. All in here. I haven't decided how we're going to do the wiper delete stuff yet, so I'm probably still a bit. I haven't welded the top full shut, maybe below the cell line. They welded and get bottom stuff. If you're saying words super quiet, so there's something good. Let me see if it's got the right microphone chosen. It should be as loud as it normally is. Go back to the overview for a second. Desktop microphone. This audio device is unavailable. Okay, that should have fixed our audio. Okay, so I guess you guys probably didn't hear a word of that intro earlier, since apparently I had the wrong microphone picked out. So that's a bummer. For the couple people that are still here, though, I'd be happy to go and show you guys again what I was just talking about, if you guys want to see it. So in the chat, let me know if you want to see. Basically, I started the stream by showing an original Festiva engine bay, then coming back over here and showing you how this one's starting to look, to give you guys a real idea of how much work we put into this and how good it's starting to look. So I will do it again if you guys want to see that. Otherwise, it is time to continue adding Bondo and sanding stuff down. I should start sanding that corner flat. I've got to start sanding all the stuff I put on an hour ago. I just stopped to get lunch, so I decided after lunch. A couple people said they'd love to see some progress, so I think we can start the stream for those who are interested. I'm also starting to run out of Bondo. I hope I have enough to last me the rest of today. I have more coming, but I don't think I'm supposed to be here till tomorrow. So. To avoid copyright strikes, I have my headphones in today. By my headphones, I mean these cheap ones I keep in my coat when I'm working outside, because I don't want to get a bunch of Bondo dust in my nice headphones. So I'll probably be trying my best to jam out on those, since this is just a bunch of mindless labor, tons of sanding. So if I miss your guys' messages, I apologize. I will be checking every now and again, though, to see if there are any new messages. Alright, my mixing sticks are good to go now, so I suppose we will add a layer of Bondo. Where next? I guess this side plate needs it, and up in this top corner we're going to need it. So let's start in that top corner then, and start this bottom edge. Just make sure we don't have any weird stuff left on there. We're going to use some denatured alcohol and a rag to prep our surface, because I'm not going to go pay for surface prep stuff like the fancy kind. It's just not worth it. And I guess we need to start doing this top area, so gotta clean it out really well, because all these little corners have been holding on to dirt and dust really hard. We definitely don't want our Bondo peeling up due to a bunch of stuck up dirt or dust. That would suck. Actually, for a lot of the area we're doing right now, I've been using my fingers to apply the Bondo, just trying to get like a really smooth seam. I'm not super worried about running out of Bondo. I'm more worried about running out of hardener. I definitely overused the hardener when I was mixing this batch up. So I've got like just under a half of this can left, but definitely less than half of the hardener left, which is not ideal.
All right, time to boogie.
IMEX said, you can put big tubes of the hardener by themselves.
Yeah, I guess I'll see if AutoZone has it. Probably not a bad idea.
I'm actually using sanding pads, like the disc style ones from a DA sander, because that's the easiest way to get a bunch of 60 grit for cheap. And I can fold them up and get them in the corners real easy. It's been handy. That and a foam block to get in the edges, help block it, and then this actually sticks to this really well, so makes a great sanding block. Probably get some kind of face mask on before I leave in too much Bondo dust. Yeah, I guess I got the welding mask I can put on. Better than nothing. This is, of course, going to make me a little hard to hear, but safety first, right? Yeah.
back into it. Said. Sorry I'm late, lots of work done.
Exit now. Hey, Ryle. Welcome back, Ryle. You missed the preview of how much progress we made compared to a stock car, but I think I'm going to do it again here in a minute. But yeah, Bondo's on. All the welding's done. We're getting it super smooth. After I get this section done and the part behind me done, we'll go do another comparison view.
Dragon Healer said. Way cool, thumbs up. Storm Phoenix said. So what power plant is going into this bad boy?
So what power? Ah, yes. So this is getting a very nice V6T swap. So it's dual overhead cam, 1.6 Mazda. It's just off camera. If I turn this, it's right there. I've been building this engine for a long time. This is stock internals, fully customized JDM intake, drive-by-wire converted. I can't quite get a good angle on it, but it's a big turbo, so it's a T25, the 2554 Garrett. Hang on. Yeah, there it is. I don't have a much better view at the moment because it's hanging up backwards and my hoist doesn't rotate. I also wanted it far away from all the sanding and stuff. Jesus Christ, hello.
I tried yelling. Look at this! Look what I found!
Oh.
I think that'll be really good.
The blue dots like the same blue.
They're
That's
perfect!
crazy.
I kept finding blue,
Chunk this
like
later.
this dark was
Said.
really hard to match.
Festiva.
And then I finally found this with the light blue dots rather than
match
the
those
white,
blue
because the
dots.
white was really bad. And so we went to the one place. We spent like an hour and a half there. Mary found something that she thought she wanted. She bought it, and then she decided, once we went to Joann's, she was like, well, maybe I don't love it. And I was like, oh my God, Mary. But then I found this at Joann's. This whole thing, which I have enough to make 2 now, this whole thing, it was like $3.
That much fabric?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, it was like a yard and a half.
Still.
But so we've decided we're going to
Show
do,
the camera what you're talking about. What you're doing.
check out this quilt.
What's the context?
My friend and I are doing a quilting class together. Ta-da! So essentially what happened is I bought these fabrics and then they just didn't quite look right. So I went out today and found new fabrics and talked to the ladies, and I think I'm just going to do 2 different quilts. I'm going to do one that's like these 2 make the squares and this one makes the border, and then I'm going to use the matching border and do these 2 squares. Because here's the thing, I already owned all of this. So I really just needed a new border, but I think it's going to be great. And I think it's going to be super cute that the borders match. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, check out this one and this one though. So I think I'm going to use the same border and make a second quilt. She was like, it's really a good idea to like practice the same things on a second quilt at home. Have like one quilt for class and one quilt for home.
You leave your class quilt in class?
No, you take it home every day. You take all your stuff. But I'm like, I can make 2 quilts. Even better luck at having twins this year.
Sure.
I'm so ready now.
You are prepared.
So, but I really like this color. I think it's going to work out really good.
Yeah.
Because we found something there that was this color, but I didn't like the print. Like the print was like crosshatch, and it just wasn't right. Like it wasn't the right vibe. Like this is kind of a hippy dippy vibe.
Is it?
I think so. Like look at that wavy leaf. Like come on, that leaf though. I'll show you a picture of like what I had seen. It was good and it would work.
Sure.
But I didn't love it. But I think this looks a lot better. I'm really excited about it now.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, this is what we had seen in the store. And it's just not the right vibe.
Your new match is so good.
It's so good! I'm so excited. And I forgot I was supposed to be on Zoom. But I went ahead and got on Zoom before I went into Joann's and talked to one of my students because I didn't make one of my links work for class today. And so it looks like I had about 1 million emails saying, hey, this link doesn't work. But she was the one bold enough to go into my Zoom and say, hey, I think this link doesn't work. Is there anything you can do? And I was able to fix it, like, standing there. So that was great.
Nice.
And so I chatted with her, and her little sister was there. So she turned on her camera, which meant I felt like I had to turn on my camera. And I was like, LOL, I'm at Joann's.
Off hour coming to you live?
Yeah, live from Joann's Fabric. But it worked out great.
Yeah.
This is looking really good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Holy cats.
I don't think you're supposed to apply Bondo with fingers. I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know if skin oil is good for it or not.
Oh.
But
Yeah, but your fingers are so, like,
Hydrated?
yes, that, like, it barely has any oil. This looks really good, Will. Wow.
Can use some help.
Did you give them the top-down view? Yeah, I cannot stay in here. It smells awful.
Yeah,
I
actually, if you want to, you can.
Immediately get a headache. Also, I'm supposed to still be on my Zoom.
Welcome. Yeah,
Hi.
if you want to switch me over to this camera too.
Sure. Also, I saw one of the coolest teachers from Henry Clay at Joann's. she had retired a couple years ago. So that was super fun.
Oh, nice.
That was the best part. And she was like, guess who I had lunch with yesterday? And
Was she just shopping or she worked there?
she's just shopping. So like, how crazy is that? She
Tony
was supposed to be subbing today as
said,
like, because she's a retired teacher,
You
and
need
so
to
she
slap
subs a
in a
lot.
K-swap up in there.
And of course
Up in
with
there.
NTI, like that's not a thing. So yeah, it was so fun to see her. And she was like, guess who I saw? She said she had lunch with Amanda Hurley yesterday. And I said, what the absolute heck? Where was my invite? So I was like, well, she's gonna get the sassiest phone call from me, so I had to call her.
Ew.
We don't put Honda parts in Festivas. You crazy?
Gross.
No, it's getting
seen this,
220
though?
horsepower worth of Mazda greatness.
That looks so good.
Thank you.
I hope it stands out. I have no idea.
No idea.
Sanding's work, man.
Yeah, you're doing great work though.
Thanks. Oh. Is that sandable? Feels sandable.
I think you should wait.
I put that on a long time ago.
Have you been setting timers?
No.
Alright, anywho, I just wanted to share my adventures with you.
Yeah.
It smells awful in here, but it looks great.
Can't want them all, can you?
I should really do real, like, schoolwork, but I'd rather cut my fabric, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
After office
email
hours, of
people
course.
that to the store.
I could do that too.
And you can put the little dog out. I let it out once. I had some pizza, let the dogs out.
Okay, I also let the dogs out
Okay.
when I got home.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, pizza sounds great. I think that's what I'll have. Alright, love you, Will.
Love you.
Have fun.
I'll try.
Tony
Hey.
Car Racer
Yeah.
You
said,
should post a stream link
once
for
you
your
feel
friends.
the might of the Honda VTEC, you ain't never gone look back. Ha ha ha.
I mean, I've been in fast Hondas. I don't dislike Hondas, but I would just never put anything Honda into a Festiva. I think a K series has its place. It's just not here. See if it'll wash the head out. No, there it is.
Tony Kart Racer said, how about slapping in a Ford Focus 2.0 liters a tech engine and get sucker? Oh we.
A Z-Tech doesn't physically fit. A Z-Tech plus the compatible trans are way too long to fit in the frame rails. We're already cutting it close with this swap. That, and at the end of the day, I can't put any other engine in because we just welded the mount to the body. So normally this area is bolt in, and we have boxed and welded this to the frame, and that's going to use the mount that comes to that engine. I think you'd be surprised with how fast it'll be with this engine. At 1750 pounds, you also don't want too much power here. At the end of the day, it's still front-wheel drive. It doesn't weigh anything. We're limited to the tire size and what compound we can run just due to the size of the car. So, you know, a 500 horsepower Festiva for the street would be not very usable.
Tony Kart Racer, said, "Bruh, you should fix it up to look like a Ford Fiesta Cosworth edition."
I mean, Cosworth stuff, again, it's cool, but we're trying to stay away from Fiesta as we can. We're trying to stay as much Mazda as possible. The closer to Mazda 121, the better. The further we get from Fiesta, the better. The best way to build a fast Fiesta is to buy a Fiesta.
phone? What are you doing? Playing random songs? I didn't tell you to do that. Alright, we're going to sand this area right here, a little bit right here, and then we're going to put on a guide coat, just for the idea of how it's looking. And I'm really curious to see how well we've done. I'm going to grab a new piece of sandpaper though. Where did I put the sandpaper? There should be a big stack of it. Oh boy. I don't know where it went. I guess I'll probably use one of these that's all worn out. I thought I brought it out here somewhere. I thought I had like the whole stack sitting out. I sure don't see it though. Well, if you guys see a big cylinder full of these, let me know. Because I don't know where I set it down. I remember thinking I should bring it like here. After that though, I don't know what happened. Apparently. What did I get hold up doing? And there's only so much floor space over here. How do I manage that? Oh well, I guess. No idea. No idea how to manage that one.
Ah! I should have vacuumed that first. Alright, put a guide cut on there, see how it looks. Alright, let's see it. I know that's too thick for a guide coat, but I really wanted to see just how it looked. I also like that color. That might be the right color for the engine bay. Wow, that's pretty smooth. I'll let that dry for a second and we'll do a walk around. Alright. I will pause the music and take this off for a second so I can breathe, despite it having this added paint fumes to the building. Yeah, I really don't know where those sanding pads went because a couple new ones come in handy right now. I've been really blowing through those other ones. I thought I dropped them off like right here, but sure as heck not there. Not under all that metal, that really loud metal. Alright, well, let's go back to the handy cam and see what kind of work we did here. Our camera's kind of falling down here. Oh, that's looking pretty good. And I put a light coat on there, so obviously you're gonna see the Bondo like through it. It's not all one color, but now that there's some metallic to it as well, you can really see just how smooth we're getting it. So frame rails are looking really good. You might want to build up a little more right there, but honestly, it's not that bad. Same thing right here, maybe a tick more to fill in that little edge we got going on. Up in here, same thing there, a couple pockets we want to fill in. That corner's gonna need a ton of work no matter what, so I'm not worried about that yet. Over here is looking pretty good. Wild Steven has appeared.
Smells like paint.
Yeah, I just put a quick metallic guide coat on there. It's the only lacquer paint I had. John said don't put enamel on there for your testing and guide coating. So I looked around, the only thing I had that was lacquer was GM Gunmetal Gray, Duplicolor Best Match, like the $15 can. Now it's $15 guide coat. Looks good though. And like this close being out of Bondo, well, out of hardener. I over hardened. But beyond that, what do you think?
I mean, from the pictures you took earlier, it looked really good.
Yeah, you gotta kind of ignore the splotchiness because obviously it sucked the thin lacquer paint right in. But this is getting a little thick. But I'm always worried that like you can really go a 1/4 inch thick. That's only like 1.5 mils, so it probably is fine. and then it's really hard to get in sand in these corners. But other than that, I think it's really good.
Have you even used any seam sealer yet?
I took it all back out. Bondo would not stick to it at all. Bondo falls off it in sheets. I still need to get a bit to get in here to remove what I put right here. This is all seam sealer. This is what I applied right here. But it's so goopy, it's really hard to get smooth by hand. But down here is not going to matter. You're never going to see that. And honestly, like a lot of this will be fine because you have the fuel pusher thing and then the brake booster, so you're not really going to be able to see all that. This corner is a little more important, so I want to start over here, get this one perfect, and move on. But, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. Especially for my first time doing it.
Oh yeah.
I did not foresee it looking this good, honestly. I thought it'd be sucking ass. I kind of want to go and cut these out and put a band there too, but that's a lot of structure loss and then reheat, and it's going to stretch that out like crazy, so I'd rather not do that.
Yeah, those extra bends really do add a lot.
And the fuel, you're going to get distracted by the fuel lines over here. You're probably not going to notice that. And over here, I should have played that little bump nipple thing for where the clip goes in right here. I should have just deleted that whole. I deleted this one right here. Flatten that one out. I should have done that for that. But I think beyond that, I'm pretty happy. I'm leaving that for now. I'm thinking whatever battery tray I was on, I'll make the battery tray have a hidden panel that kind of just hides it. And then obviously the panel over here should hide most of that.
Nice.
What do you think, chat? Oh, I'm on camera. We put it on the other camera. The chat, what do they think? I also completely misplaced the freaking sanding discs. I thought I brought the thing over here. These? I had like 40 left. They were over there. I was pulling them out. Like, oh, I'll move closer. I thought I did. I don't see it anywhere. But you have not been looking around for it. Do you see it off chance? Just glancing around.
If I were Will, where
Yeah,
would I
right.
set them down?
You already know the answer is literally anywhere. At this point, I'm thinking maybe I brought it inside. I was going to wash my hands. I forgot to set it down.
I'm surprised you needed that many tracking dots for that. There's a lot of structure there. Shouldn't really lose tracking, I wouldn't think.
I thought you had to. I thought the blue one was like.
Oh no, no. I don't
It's
think.
because the feature tracking is on a different menu. Feature instead of dot tracking is because you actually have to use a whole different program. There's RevoScan 5, and then there's another program called RevoScan 5 Metro X. The Metro X one, the UI is a little different, and they moved that menu to somewhere else. So it probably could have feature only, but also the window is pretty small. You know, you have to move it 300 millimeters of it. They were right here, man. I was pulling them out one at a time. I was feeling weird. I don't know where I'm going to ship this down.
You know, since you scanned that cap, you could scan one of the steel ones and see what the actual difference is in height.
I actually can't hear what all was here.
Perfect.
Yeah. I was unpacking them here. I was like, no, I should bring it over with me. How far could I have gone? It's only from here to there. It was just like a few of them I wouldn't care so much to go buy more. There's literally like 80% of the things left. What were you saying?
I said you could, since you scanned the aluminum cap, you can scan one of the steel ones now and see what the actual difference in height is.
Oh, yeah, get an actual measurement without the use of calipers. Actually use some useful thing for the scan. Sounds like a good time. Alright, well, since I can't find my sandpaper and I should let the paint dry, I guess I will call the stream there for now. Thanks everybody that came out and enjoyed some sanding time. Things turned out really good. I'm actually going to stream back on later today to do more sanding, or now that Steven's here, maybe we'll do another project. I don't know yet, but I'm going to leave before I get a headache. So, as always,